hand and then the other. You do this on an out breath and feel your body open and lengthen each side as you do it. Finish by bringing both hands down on an out breath. As you breathe out, imagine your spine lengthening and the top of your head growing up towards the sky.
That's a nice one, that. It's a nice one to start off with.
Turning is perhaps the simplest and most natural of exercises. The internal organs, especially the kidneys, particularly enjoy the massage that's generated by the move. Turning is good for freeing the spine and the joints of the arms. It also helps you to feel grounded. Turn naturally, a bit like a child playing around. Move naturally and comfortably from your centre, and notice how, when you turn to the right, the balance comes to the right side of your body, and when you turn to the left, the balance comes to the left side. Make sure you do get this coordination. Turning with feet is especially good for coordination and balance. There's the physical balance, first in one side of the body, then changing to the other side. But there's also the brain balance. The left and right brain is both stimulated and balanced through these moves. It's worth breaking this one down into its various parts until you really get the feel of the coordination. Bit by bit, you can build up the speed and the momentum. And over time, it will begin to feel like a natural and very enjoyable movement. Notice how you have the balance in one side of your body and then the other. You can think of this as a vertical axis that runs from the shoulder, the hip, and the ankle from sky to earth through your body. Notice how this exercise is opposite to and complementary to the previous exercise, turning. In this one, your balance is in the left side as you turn to the right, and vice versa. Notice how the moving foot turns 90 degrees, that it pivots on the heel, and that at the extension of its turn, it rests flat onto the ground or the floor to make good contact. A very important point for this exercise is that only one foot moves at any one time. If you find both your feet moving, this will throw you out of balance. So make sure only one of your feet moves at a given time. Use the natural weight and swing of your arms to help coordinate the whole move with this exercise.
Excellent. That's nice. It's a bit tricky, that one, because your feet are on it.
It lengthens the spine, stretches the legs, and massages the internal organs, and it's especially favoured by the liver. Stand comfortably upright. Lift your arms to paint a huge rainbow that goes from one horizon to the other, up through the sky and down through the earth. Breathe in as your arms come up and out as you lean forward and down. After you've been around 3 or 4 times in one direction, relax your whole body forward. Allow your head to drop and your neck to relax, which again encourages the lengthening of your spine. If you like, you can encourage a little more stretch in either leg by turning a little bit to one side and then to the other. You then repeat the whole exercise the same number of times in the opposite direction. Keeping the legs straight encourages a lengthening of the whole body. but make sure you move comfortably, never overextending. Finish this exercise from the top. Sink your hips down through your feet and circle your arms right around to end up opposite your centre for Dantian.
Well, that's the best blast I've ever had at that one.
This helps dissolve tensions and mental anxiety. It's also really good for circulation as the legs work and the wrists, elbows and shoulders and muscles relax. Stand with your feet parallel and your arms naturally relaxed with your palms facing in opposite the Dantian. Your base is comprised of 3 points: the right foot, the left foot and the Dantian. In this exercise, you link these 3 points so that you're creating a mobile triangle, but you also link this base to the earth itself and to the earth centre. Take your awareness from the Dantian down through the right leg, through the right foot, into the earth, connect with the earth centre, and draw your awareness back up through the left foot, through the left leg, to the Dantian. Simply repeat this orbital pattern of movement and awareness. As you move, keep your shoulders, elbows and wrists absolutely soft and relaxed. Keeping your wrists relaxed, on the upward stroke, allow your fingers to follow, and on the downward stroke, allow your palms to open as if pushing down through your foot into the ground. Notice how your spine turns to the right as you move down through the right leg and turns to the left as you draw up through the left leg.
Ross, when you laugh, I can't help laughing.
Work together so that one side of your body is firmly anchored and the other light. Each side goes from light to heavy, continually changing and continually beating a steady rhythm. Get into this rhythm of work and rest in each leg. The ongoing nature of the move acts like a dynamo for building your energy. Start with your feet a little bit narrower, so about half shoulder width.
Well done,
This makes it
brilliant.
easier to get your balance into one side and then into the other. On the downbeat, the palm pushes through the foot into the ground and the foot makes good, solid contact, have a sense of weight,
Oh, right.
anchoring down through the side of the body into the ground.
Yeah.
Finish with both hands coming down together.
It's very slim, isn't it?
Yeah. Right. When I did this workshop, try and learn one exercise, and then we're going to go down the quay and reenact that exercise.
Yeah.
Just past the Port Royal pub, just a little spot, isn't there? Near the
Not
water,
right.
down the quay. Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah. So we found a nice spot. We're going to ask everyone to try and remember one exercise, and then we'll try and do that later. But I love your description of creative exercise, John.
It really is.
That's a good way to describe. People say,
Yeah,
what's Tai
really
Chi?
creative.
And I tell everyone it's creative exercise, like you said, John.
It is,
I
really
think it's
is.
the best way to
In
describe
fact, Tai Chi is the most creative exercise.
Balance. It's very good for freeing the hip joints and massaging the lower intestine.
Just start more.
I think so, yes.
Drop your hips down through your feet, squatting down to scoop the earth up, offering it up to the sky. Tip back to look up at the sky. Let your arms circle around back to the dantian and repeat.
It's a nice one to learn for outdoors, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Feel the strong solidity of the earth and the bright expansiveness of the sky, and have a sense of coming into balance within yourself between these two polarities of feeling. Once again, finish with your hands comfortably relaxed opposite your centre.
That'd be lovely outside when you look.
Yeah.
When you know.
Into a state of personal balance and alignment. But with this exercise, you also extend that sense of alignment out into the world around you, gathering up to collect the sky, aligning with heaven and earth. As you come down, let your hips go down through your feet, bending your knees, then let your palms face towards the ground, towards the earth, as you straighten your legs, finishing with your palms opposite the ground. Very similar to the last exercise, you begin by squatting down, but this time you have a sense of pulling up from the earth, a sense of drawing up like the rising sap from a tree to fill your body and extend out into the world around you. Then gather up towards the heavens, towards the sky, have a sense of aligning between heaven and earth and centering right the way down the middle. Feel the connection between the top of your head, the base of your spine, the sky and the earth.
That's a nice one, especially those trees.
Right.
Sawing wood offers very good exercise for the legs. It frees the arms, especially the shoulder and elbow joints, and it's good for establishing a feeling of grounding. The momentum generated by the legs is expressed in the movement of the arms. Allow your arms to hang freely and naturally. It might take a little while to feel and allow the coordination. But notice how the weight of the body is driven forward from the back leg, bending your knee, and it's driven back from the front leg as you travel backwards. Let your hands float as your elbows fold. And don't be tempted to lift either the heel of the back foot or the toes of the front foot off the ground, but keep your hips well engaged in your feet, keep your feet flat, although this might feel a bit strange to start with, and have the sense that you're moving from the dantian. You can also imagine that the weight of your body travels under the ground from the back foot to the front foot to the back. Relax from your shoulders down into your elbows. The stance that you have for this exercise is known as the bow and arrow stance. Here the front foot points forward and the rear foot points up at an angle of about 45 degrees. The distance between your feet widthways is roughly the same as the distance between each of your shoulders. The distance between the front and the back foot is comfortable so that you can feel your weight, the balance of your body going forward, and you can feel the balance and weight of your body coming back. Make sure you allow the back leg to bend to absorb your weight and support your balance.
That's a nice one to go outside to. Right. Lots of room, guys. Catherine Wheel is cool. Yeah, this is cool, guys. All loose and juice now. Really good.
Catherine wheel is good for freeing your shoulders and releasing stress. You can. The arm that swings is on the opposite side of your body to the leg that's forward. So if you've got your right leg forward, it's your left arm swinging. Allow yourself to develop a good momentum. If your arm can't swing all the way around, just swing as far as it can comfortably go, and it can go backwards and forwards.
Want to try the other arm, guys? He never swaps arms. But you feel like you've got to. Try the other one.
Right arm.
Yeah, the right arm.
Try the other. Right, this one. Ross, give us a go.
Clapping is a good wake-up exercise. It opens the front and back of the upper body and stimulates the lung meridian. It creates space in your chest, so it's good for your lungs and heart. Clapping also stimulates the nerve endings in your hands, so it's good for circulation and for the nervous system. Keep your arms relaxed as you run through the moves and see if you can keep it as effortless as possible. Don't worry if your hands don't meet behind your body. Give yourself time and notice the improvement with practice.
Nice one, Nina. It's a good one, isn't it? Well done. Excellent. You might need to hold on to something here, guys.
Wild horse is excellent for mobilising the legs, especially the hip and knee joints.
When I visit that day.
It's also particularly good for developing your balance.
The more you do this,
To get your balance,
you get.
have the leg that you're standing on slightly bent at the knee,
Then tap in it.
and have the feeling that your hip sits into your foot. For the hip rotations, use your arms for balance. Once again, keep your whole body and your leg as relaxed as possible. The important thing with this exercise is to free and mobilise the joints of the legs. So if you find it difficult to do this freestanding, then use a chair or a wall for support.
That's one I've definitely good one here, guys.
Next
Oh, look at this one, guys. We missed this one here every time.
Leg swings is for freeing the hip to develop a feeling of mobility. It's also for stretching the front and the backs of the legs. This stimulates and activates the main meridians that come down into the feet, namely the bladder, gallbladder, kidney, stomach, spleen and liver. So a bonus here is that it's good for your all-round health. Once again, just like the last exercise, if you need to, use a chair or a wall for support. Once again, use your arms for balance, and notice how you get a good pointing of the toe as the foot comes forward, and then a pointing of the heel, a pushing of the heel as the foot comes forward, alternating. So toe, heel, toes, heel, toes, heel, as your leg swings.
I'm going to see if I can get into it back in the
All right, Johnny.
back
See you later, man.
in.
Excellent. Do you feel a lot warm?
Arm swings is good for opening the upper part of the body and getting the circulation into the arms and right into the hands and fingertips. Although the exercise is called arm swings, the momentum and power is generated by the body bobbing up and down, so the spine drops into the feet and bounces up quite quickly, and the arms are in fact completely relaxed.
Well done, Nina. It's great. Lovely exercise, isn't it?
At the full extent of each outward swing, let your hands fully open so that you feel the stretch reaching right to your fingertip. This helps to activate the lung, heart and pericardium meridians.
Okay, that's brilliant. That's great exercise in that. Look at that. I think that's definitely your exercise.
The main purpose of the meridian arm twist is to open up the 3 yang and 3 yin meridians that run down the arms and into the hand. These are the lung, heart, pericardium, colon, intestine and triple warmer. When you first lift your arms to go into the position for meridian arm twist, take a good, deep, full breath, as this helps to stimulate and activate the work done by opening the meridians. Relax your shoulders and soften your chest where the chi from the meridians of the arms often meets. Once again, take your time with this exercise, breathe fully, and see just how relaxed you can keep your shoulders throughout. The turning of the head also exercises the neck and has a positive effect on the blood flow to the brain.
That's a lovely one, that. I think that's definitely one that could be remembered.
And shoulders.
You do this leader, sat down, I think. Like this.
Interlock your fingers, lift your hands above your head and turn them palm up. Get an alignment between the top of your head and your hands and the base of your spine. Have your knees a little bit bent. This first section is particularly for freeing the shoulders and the neck. You paddle your arms as if paddling a canoe. Notice that you keep your hips still. If it's difficult to get your arms right above your head, don't worry, just go as far as you comfortably can. For the second part, you bend your knees again, lift your hands a little bit and paddle again with your attention in your middle back. Feel the rotations in your spine and the rotations of your shoulders. The third section, you bend your knees slightly more, lift your hands slightly further, is to get a sense of your whole spine connected from the base of your spine all the way up to your hands. Once again, rotating. Finishing with a final stretch down into the ground with the base of your spine, up into the sky with your hands, and release. Let your arms swing and take a good deep breath.
That one's pretty tough on the shoulders, isn't it? You know, your arms, you find.
I want a vinegar.
That's it. Remember any other parts of it? Remember any other? I'm sure there was. Oh, fix it.
Don't
Yeah,
laugh.
well done for remembering that one. What about you, Daz? Can you remember one? This one? Yeah.
I can
One with
zoom.
the universe. The cosmos.
I wasn't in there for that one.
Weren't you?
One? Right, I've got mine, because I love it. And I forget the name, believe it or not. It's Spinning Wheel or something. This one. That's it.
Two things.
What they call it November the 5th? That thing that goes spinning round.
Catherine Well.
Yes, it's called Catherine Wheel. Catherine
November
Wheel.
the 5th and it's big as
See it, Catherine Wheel. And the other way. You're nice, you're loose and juiced from earlier. The other arm. That's it. Tai Chi challenge.
I've never heard of that one before.
What? Do you want to do it? No,
Phil, normally we're used to being in the water, aren't we?
don't get Nina though.
Doing something,
Show me the
window
phone.
rides or...
You're more one.
I'm on your way.
Right. Do we remember any more?
Go do Shireen.
The Rainbow Circle.
Stacey, do you
I
remember?
no.
Can't take that out.
Oh,
Oh,
go
this one's lovely.
go do the rainbow circle.
No.
No, go do the rainbow circle.
I'm doing that.
Right, that way.
Can I film you? Can I film you?
It's just be looking.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm looking at what I'm doing.
I'm not.
Alignment of the body, alignment of the mind.
Rainbow?
Right, I remember one. This you're going to love. We've already remembered, that's 4. And look, this one. Remember?
Oh yeah.
5. I just remembered 5 out of 21.
We're taking a picture of it and going to the
We
outfit.
remembered a lot more than what we thought.
It's quite easy though, isn't it?
Yeah. The simple things are always the best though, I think. You know.
Yeah. Simple things is normally what I don't remember.
Right, I remember like that, wasn't it?
Like that.
Looks like you're not well.
Like you know.
A shake, isn't it? Right. Try that. That's it, Nina. Just sort of. That's it. Brilliant. Right. Big breathing. And remember, you said to do it really slowly, so you can feel the wind and the... Feel free to aim the camera at Dazza as well, Steve.
I am. I'm kind of like, I've got 2 people to aim at, so I'm like trying to get both of them.
Right, Daz, when you're at the top, stay at the top and then reach for the sky like that. You know, like pick a leaf and try and touch it. And then just come down to the centre. That, I think, was big breathing. We're doing
I'm
toes
going.
like that.
Yeah.
Like that. That's it. Big rainbow, guys. We've remembered why.
That's filming the rainbow.
Can I film you?
Like that.
Serena, I'm coming over.
The thing is, you could go running, guys, and you could do a load of Tai Chi here, and then do you could split running and Tai Chi.
Yeah.
You could have a running Tai Chi session.
We only run if we run anymore.
Some good photos, Richard.
Thanks, Phil. That's it. Everyone in there. And remember, you stay at this now, don't you? Stay like that.
Yeah.
And you go in the opposite. You're stretching your spine, and then you're going in the other direction.